Hey, welcome back to the channel this week. Today we're going to answer the question, are Fuji Red Badge lenses really that much better than Fuji Black Badge lenses? Boy, oh boy, can't wait to answer that question. Which one is right for you? Let's get right into it. So I get asked this question a lot. Many viewers have asked, which one do you think I should buy? In this video, we're going to try and answer that question. Is one better than the other? And if so, why? Let's look at these lenses we're going to talk about today. Red Badge lenses. We're going to talk about the 8-16, the 16-55, the 50-140, and the 100-400. I didn't have access to the 150-600 or the 200 f2. The black badge lenses we're going to look at are the 10-24, the 16-80, the 55-200, and the 70-300, because I own all of those. So what is the difference between red and black badge zoom lenses? How are they really different? Are the red badge lenses truly exceptional in build quality and image quality more than the black badge lenses? Hey, let's take a look. Red badge lenses, exceptional build quality, mostly metal construction and heavier. They're weather sealed. The coatings and AF motors may be different for each lens, and there are 3 or more spherical elements. They all have OIS except for the 16-55. They have outstanding optical performance, but they also have a high price. Most of them over $1,000. Here are some unique features of red badge lenses. They all have 3 to 5 spherical elements. They all have between 3 and 6 extra low dispersion elements. They have nano GI coatings, linear motors for autofocus, and the 50-140 has an internal zoom, which is really great in my book. They're all weather sealed as well. So for black badge lenses, they all have exceptional build quality, but with more plastic involved, so they're lighter. Some lenses are weather sealed, depending on which one you own. I have an older 10-24, so it's not. Coatings and AF motors may be different, as I said. Some spherical elements all have OIS. Most have outstanding optical performance, but the prices are all under $1,000. Here are some unique features to black badge lenses. Notice the downgrade in spherical and low dispersion elements. So they all have between 1 and 2 extra low dispersion spherical elements, between 1 and 3 spherical elements, super EBC coating to control ghosting and flare, advanced optical image stabilization. The 7300 has a linear motor for quiet autofocus, and they're all weather sealed. Like I said, except for my 10-24, which is not, but the new one is. So let's take a look at some examples. We're going to look at red badge images first, then images from a similar black badge lens. There will be no direct comparisons between the images because they were made at different times, so they will be of different subjects. I encourage you to look at my other videos with direct comparisons of image quality. This shot was made up at Acadia National Park at 8mm. I got to tell you, this lens is exceptional. I can't believe some of the things I got with it. This shot here, also made at 8, and I really love the way that lens worked. I did some cropping here just to get some stuff out of the way. This shot here coming up is, I compared it with the 10-24. I didn't include the 10-24 image in here, but the video is available so that you can look and see what the differences are. There aren't many, that's for sure. They look about the same. These shots here made with the 10-24. This shot here, I love this shot. This one just blows me away. Sharp all the way through, just outstanding. This next shot here are the daffodils. Same thing, sharp all the way through. It's just a beautiful image. Now this next shot coming up is from Pemaquid Point up in Maine. And the 10-24 is just the perfect lens for this particular situation. So these next shots here were made with the 16-55 when I borrowed it back in 2018. This is a shot of my dog, and it's so sharp at 2.8. This next shot here of this church steeple, just love the way it rendered this scene. It's just absolutely beautiful. This was at 55. And this next shot is the inside of a lobster trap tree at Christmas time. The detail is astounding. It's absolutely beautiful. Now these next shots coming up were all taken with the 16-80. And as you know, I love this lens. This shot is of a hull that's rusting away. Just absolutely beautiful. The colors are astounding, and the detail is amazing. This next shot here of the front end of this lobster boat with a cormorant or something like that sitting on the top of it. Just the detail's there, and it's sharp all the way through. This shot here is made at 80, and I just love the way the light played on these buildings, especially in black and white. Now the next shots are done with the 50 to 140 f2.8, and I did some landscape stuff, black and white landscape stuff, absolutely stunning. The image quality here is absolutely beautiful. Then I used it with you know, a girls softball game in the rain, and great stuff. They're just so sharp. It's just a beautiful lens. This shot here was also made when I was borrowing the lens, and I just love the way this early morning light is on the Duxbury Bridge and the little lighthouse house at the end. This next shot's with the 55 to 200, and this shot here, this gull sitting on the back of the Sylvina Beale, is, you know, the detail in this is just astounding. That lens is absolutely beautiful. It's nice and sharp. Look at this shot here of this boat in the back of the boat. It's supposed to be out of focus, but this wave is just so crisp and beautiful. And this next shot here is of Rockport Harbor and the gull flying by in the fog. Just the detail is absolutely beautiful. It's a black badge lens, and from 2013. So here we got 100 to 400. Now the 100 to 400 is a great lens for things like this. This giant wave from a storm off in the distance, with a little gull in it as well. And then a supermoon coming up over Straitsmouth Light, also with a gull in it. And it's not as sharp as I would have liked it, but a lot of that had to do with atmospheric haze. Then this next shot here of Thatcher's Island Light, it's beautiful. It had the camera on a tripod, and it just worked beautifully. Now this next shot coming up is with the 70 to 300 with the 1.4 tele extender, and it's handheld, not on a tripod, and it's all the way in, of course. And here's a goose flying by the Thatcher's Island Light. It's astounding. This shot here is also handheld. It's one of the reasons why I love the 70 to 300, because you can hand hold it. This next shot here is of Rockport Harbor with a lobster boat coming out. And sorry about the watermark there on the left-hand side. But honestly, from way back on the headlands, it's a great shot for that lens. This last shot here is such a great grab shot. The 7300 is so light, you can easily carry it around. And look at the humor in this photograph is just great. So I hope you have seen that there is not much difference in image quality, so why not use a black badge lens? That's exactly what I think. So basically, for a lower price, lower weight, and smaller size, you get the same or close to image quality. I have two red badge lenses, the 50 to 140 and the 100 to 400, but you know what? I got those to shoot sports and not much else. Maybe an occasional landscape image. As you can see, using the formula of size, weight, and cost, you can use Fuji's black badge lenses and get darn close to the same image quality. I encourage you to comment on which lenses you own or have used in the past, whether they be red badge lenses or black badge lenses, and what you think. So if you wouldn't mind, take a look at capeinphototours.com. We got a great workshop coming up in the fall with Bill Fortney, the coast of Maine. It's going to be great in the fall. Check out my next videos on the 55 to 200 and the 70 to 300 and how they compare to the red badge lenses. And remember, it's not what you photograph, it's how you photograph it, and we'll catch you next time.